Oh, he started the game. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we have a 4-4. Sure, opposing 4-4. I can just mirror him for a while. If he plays Q3, I'll probably just play D17. Yep. Q3, D17, so he can go for the Chinese, he can approach. He can approach a C15. Or D15. Okay, I could just mirror again. If I play the normal C15, C16 Zhiqi, makes this stone kind of awkward. I could pincer, but I'm still not well versed on this Zhiqi. Yeah, I think I'll just mirror and see what he does. Hey, Ghost Quail. And not biased. So we're just going to mirror until something convinces us not to. Always got to keep in mind what we do if he plays Tengen. So if I go here and he Tengens, we're quite happy with that. We can just R6. So far, no reason not to mirror. I don't do this very often, the whole mirroring thing, but it seems fine when he's going to approach a D15 right away. Sure. So, okay, keeping in mind again, K10, okay, there we go. So he plays K9 now. So now's the time to sort of break away. I kind of like this though because, yeah, so not bias says he wouldn't, but he basically did, like not quite Tengen, but almost. So then I have the option of just proceeding with the normal line at C16, and then he probably mirrors himself, and then I can fill in here. No, I'm not. I don't think you're wrong. Not biased. There's no reason he has to play optimally. Yeah, so that's probably easiest. Like if I just play C16 here, there's nothing he can really punish me with at Q6. And if he just plays R5, or sorry, R4, then grab Q7, and this exchange is fine for me. Like he's invested in K9, but if I get Q6 or Q7 followed by R10, then that stone's not really doing that much. So yeah, I agree with everybody in the chat. I don't think it was quite time to play Tengen-ish. Okay, so now he's mirroring me, but I feel like this is in our favor. So if we go here and he somehow pincers at Q9 or R9 or R10 or Q10, then we're happy with that. We can play like O4 or something. And if he mirrors, then we're happy to exchange Q10 for D10, followed by like K3, and I consider that overall a lead for white, considering Komi. So then the question is just Q5, sorry, Q6 or Q7. Given that he has K9, I don't think that Q7 is particularly good here. Okay, cool. So then Q10, D10. And then F17. Yeah, there we go. So he's mirroring us now, which is fine with us. So F17, O3. Yeah, if he keeps mirroring, how do we break the symmetry? I guess at some point we have to play here to break the symmetry. So how do we set that up to be a good move? Actually, it kind of already is, especially if we get F17, it kind of already is a good move. It has kind of good options in either direction. Okay, cool. So he's just going to mirror every move. This is fun. Okay, so we can play R14. His mirror is C6. Yeah, the goal is just to make this stone not be worth very much. So in order for this stone to not be worth very much, we kind of want to get these side points. Yeah, I feel like this is a bit better than this side. It's funny. Okay. K16, he'll play K4. What about the pincer here? I feel like the pincer here does a better job of breaking symmetry with K9. K9 is a lot more relevant here. Again, K16 is such a nice looking move, but if he gets K16 and then we play... Okay, yeah. So how about we play K16 and then he plays K4. And then we grab K11 to break the symmetry. Then everything's kind of working together. Ah, okay. He breaks the symmetry now. So he doesn't think K16 is as important as we do. Like, I can start mirroring again now and basically have exchanged K16 for K9, which is absurdly better for white, right? It's gotta be. Absurdly better, so... Right? Yeah, just R14 it up. Then if he plays K4, we have Sente. Yeah, this is fine. Oh man, I've never held a mirror for this long, ever. Hey, I'm Lopez. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm actually planning to do OGS. It's just CGA League games that I can't do on there, but yeah, I'll see you on OGS soon. Okay. So he's gonna grab that. That's fine. Now is my chance that I can break symmetry permanently with K4. So if I break symmetry permanently with K4, that's exchanging K4 for basically for P15. I'm not sure that that's good. I could just keep mirroring, but no. Like, clearly this has a better relationship with K9 than this does. So I think it is time to sort of abandon that and play K4, but then he grabs C3. Yeah, it is time to make a stand here. So if I go K4 and he grabs C3 to kill the corner, then I can grab like N4 to limit his bottom side. It's a pretty worthwhile exchange, probably. I still have R17 to keep the territorial balance. Yeah, well, it's no longer a mirror. The mirror broke when I played K16 and he played F3. No longer the mirror. So now it's just how to take the asymmetry of K16 and K9 into our favor, and I think it probably is easily in our favor just because K16 is such a more synergistic point than K9 is right now. But if I just ignore and play R17 or something, and then he gets like 06, then all of a sudden the synergy is not so clear. Then all of a sudden the stone is doing work. K4, if he plays N5 or 05, then is there any sort of tactic to connect out here? Like F4, cut at E3. Feels like there might be, but I don't trust myself. K4 is deep, more of an invasion. I'd like low. Okay, so you're saying K3 instead of K4? Maybe. The problem with K3 is that it doesn't have jumps. There's no 2-point jumps in either direction. Whereas K4 can more easily like connect out to N5, or I could treat K4 pretty lightly after N5. My only concern is if he plays O5. So maybe it is better just to C3 here. He's still wide open on this side. So if I can treat these areas kind of like Miai. Then if he plays R17, yeah, I'm going to do that. If he plays R17, I'm not going to keep the symmetry. I'm not going to play B15. I'm just going to jump out here probably right away. His equivalent move to here doesn't have quite the same impact. And then if something else happens and I get Sente, then I can grab R17 and be quite happy. On the other hand, okay, let's think about other... Okay, well, we don't have to guess, we know. I'm pretty okay with this. I feel like the N16 Joseki here is quite to my favor, considering that K17 is already almost where I want it. So I can keep Sente there and grab like N5. Right, I think K16 is close enough to K17 that I don't have to dedicate another move to it. There might be some tactic with the cut at N17 though. So if I go P17, Q17, now let's say I go P14 threatening the cut there. No, because then he has Q14 and Sente. Actually, that's not quite Sente. Yeah, that's not Sente. So let's just say he immediately cuts at N17. No, that's fine. I can just push on N18, M18, yeah. Okay, so the real question is how I handle this. So do I play at P14 or do I Tanuki and grab like P5? I think playing here, then if he plays Q15, I just Tanuki then, or maybe just exchange N15 for O14 first and then Tanuki. If I Tanuki right now, the threat at N17 is more significant, so I'm just going to do this. This also solidifies the territory around R12. Yep, that's what I expected. So I don't think it's necessary to play Q14 here. If he breaks through a Q14, I'm happy to just push along R13, let him like clamp P13 and Gote. That would be fine with me. I think N5 is just much bigger. Yeah, the other nice thing about R13 is that it gives me S16 in Sente. So I'm happy with N5 now. N17 I can still answer with N18. Okay, cool. So he is going to just defend his territory here. Fools don't connect, I'm peeped. Yeah. I guess I'm just a fool. We'll see. We'll see. I don't really consider it a peep because this stone is not like a group that needs to be connected. It's just a stone to make our 13 cente basically. Okay, so this is a fine reduction, I guess. We can press up at N15 and then expand here. So yeah, I think this is pretty important. Okay, now he cuts. That's fine, especially since we have O14. This is not safe, but this is. If he plays Q13, I guess Q12? Q12 or R12. If I play Q12, then after S16, R15, S15, cut, Atari. Yeah, we're fine. No, maybe we're not. S16, R15, S15, Q12, R11, sorry, R12, R11, S12, S11 is bad. So instead we have to connect S13, T13, connect. Go, yeah, we're still fine. So I think this Hana here is okay. On the other hand, if I just do this, what am I really giving up? Quite a bit, actually. Because I want to keep Aji on P14. He's already got Aji thanks to O14, but it would be nice if he also had Aji thanks to P13. Does it make R15 Sente? If he plays R15 and I Tanuki, then if he plays R12, same thing, right? Atari at R11. No, it's actually not the same thing. This would make R15 Sente, so I do have to go down to R12. It's fine, we still have S17, or S16 rather. Actually, S17 probably just works because of the Aji with Q18. Wow, that's definitely aggressive. Okay. I think this was the real plan all along. Okay, so the idea is that he's probably aiming at the N17 cut if I just do something like G15. So if I play G15 and he plays N17. No, M17 still works in that case. Yeah, we're still okay, right? Right. So, okay, what if he just does plain old H15? H14, G16. Yeah, we can keep him disconnected with the Atari and then just F15. And if he, yeah, that's fine. Sure. Anything that lets me get out into the center and reduce here is fine. Okay, yeah, this is well within our expectations. So if we go here, H15 and then connect, then we've got Aji in like 10 different places. So the question is, do we just do the solid cut here, or do we do something like, if we do this, then we're weak around G16. If we do this, we're not weak around G16, but we have peeps at G13. But those peeps are not that dangerous considering we have J14, so this one it is. To keep F16 live. Okay. So now we have Aji around here. We can push this way a few more times just to keep this avenue open, but I think there's plenty of ways we can keep that open. Like F14 is relatively stable. I feel like this is a key moment in the game. It's not quite clear how I should proceed. J13 is certainly an option. It's on the table, right? Like J13, he cuts, I connect. Then if he plays the Atari from J12, that's obviously super like severe against this group. And if he plays K13, then after this he has to connect at K14 and I can capture here and just solidly lodge myself on the side here. On the other hand, he gets thickness against this group, which is not entirely safe, despite N17 being safe. He can still, like, for example, peep at M17 first. On the other hand, if I just played H13, he plays J13, that increases the pressure here even more. So I think this is the right thing to do. If he plays K13, start a ko, but no. Maybe I just solidly connected H13. Consider that thickness against this area needs to be reduced at some point. Like I need some sort of sente around K4 that makes me out of like M5 and connecting somewhere else, anywhere else. Okay, he is gonna play the double honey. So this is obviously suicide. So yeah, I can just do H13, he connects. I stabilize with like L17 or something. And then he has sente. Yeah, they're still... Okay, I have to play something like L17 here. He could just wreck me with M17 right now if I don't do anything. Is this the best way to do it? I think it's fine. Right. Like so much odd on J18, so this should be enough. So now N14 is very valuable. This group is still cuttable later on. Okay, he chooses to eliminate that Aji right away. I don't need to respond to this. There's Aji on Q12, obviously. I really need to play a 17 at some point. It's worth a lot territorially. I'm really bummed if he plays like R15 first, or S15. I think it's time to do just the big reduction here. I have to jump in. I have to cash in on the thickness that I exchanged, for here. I have to cash in on this. This is a really fun game. A lot going on. Okay. So he's just solidifying the left, letting me get my reduction in. I actually think I could take advantage of this to just go even deeper, like here maybe. Like yes, he's going to get territory here, but that's completely counterbalanced by the territory. Well, not completely, but it's fairly counterbalanced by the territory I get here. This is counterbalanced by what I'm getting here. This hopefully will not be there. So then really this is the only like unaccounted for territory he's got. So this is what I should reduce. That's my logic anyhow. So what's the best way to reduce it? If I play K4, he needs to prevent M5. So he plays M5. Then I can just jump up here, put pressure on this stone, threaten K12, threaten the Hana here. So yeah, K5, K6. I have options to connect out here later, so this is fine. So making me have M6 and, I don't know, let's say J9. Why not J9? If he plays N6, I'm willing to leave that for now. Like, obviously I can still save it with O5. If he wants to invest 2 moves just to make 5 points there, that's fine with me. I don't think he will do that. Okay, so that's actually really good. Okay, so now I just have to play like just really efficient light moves here. Like J8 here is one possible, like any of these really, just like a double knights move. Obviously cuttable, but I can afford to let some cuts occur. I can just, you know, fall back and wreck this shape here. I'm not sure which of these is better. If I just do the J9 plan from before and he plays J8 though now the cut at K8 is not so good. Thanks to L7, which is why I really like L7. I could also play here. Then if he blocks this cut here, like let's say he plays J8 after K7, then I go L8. If he cuts at K8, then Atari, boom, 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 double Atari. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Like for him, so that's good, that's good. So then that implies that after K7 he has to play like L8. If he plays L8, then J9 works. Yeah, then J9 works. So I like this. This is okay. And like if worst comes to worst, I can always like G6 and try to make eyes in the middle. Okay, peep. What if I ignore the peep, play here? He cuts at G5, at K5. No, that's too many points. I don't want to give it to him. I think I can still survive here. G5's not doing that much, thanks to the Aji here. Like I can go here. Then same idea. If he plays L8, then there's no reason why K9 doesn't still work. In principle. And if he cuts at J8, then there's no reason why L8 doesn't still work in principle. So I think it's okay just to connect the peep. See, I'm not a fool. Not a fool. Okay, I think this is just meant to prevent trickery around F4. He can't just B4 because of E2. He has to play something like E3, at which point I can grab C5. Oh, or that. But how does he respond to E3, or E2 rather? Well, okay, so B3 first, making me eye of E2 and B5. Like if he plays E2 here, then B5 lives. And if he plays, yeah. This is first. If he plays like B1, then I respond with E2. If he plays A2, then I respond with B5. So that's not a concern. C1 obviously. Okay, cool. So that was just removing Aji, which is good for him. Okay, so this was one of our plans. So our counter plan was J9. Is there any reason not to like that anymore? Not really. J9 still works. If he plays J10, we just solidly connected H9, right? Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't want to do this because of J8, obviously. So we do this. Okay, what if he just cuts at J8? Yeah, then we just like H7. H7 should do the trick. Keep that connection. And if he connects up at K10, then we just connect up here. Okay, so he does that first, that's fine. This, and then if he goes here, Okay, I think this is the right way to do it because it puts pressure on J5. So if he does pull some trick here to keep us cut, then we have like H5, which is really killer. Not the prettiest looking shape, but I think it's what the tactics call for. It does leave weaknesses at J8, but I think it's quite surmountable. Like if he plays J8 and we Atari at H8 and he connects, then like this is really dangerous for him, right? Okay, wow, he's really going for the all-in, like, kill me plan. Okay, so this is very tactical. We have to think carefully here. I think we have the J8 cut under control. So it's all about what we can do to keep H9 connected to H13. Utilizing the weakness at K10. So if we play H11, he goes H10, and we cut at G10, then he has the weakness at K10. If he just connects it flat out, then we have F11 and that kills. That connects. If he Ataris at J11 first and we connect, then he can save G11 with F11, and K10 is not so dangerous. What if we cut a K10 right now? No, then he just plays J11, and there's not really a good follow-up. What if we just like take advantage of this here? Like, there's definitely tactics here. Oh my god, this is a deep position, I think. Okay, I still think there's something to H11. Let me just think. H11. I think there's probably something to it because I can use L6, M7 cut in some way. It's nice that I have E4, F4, F5 cut as a backup plan. What about H11, H10, F11? No. What about G7, H6, G5. What about just G5 out of the blue? And the worry is that he can play E3 to both seal that weakness, but also, because then if I leave that and he plays B5 as well, then I'm dead. I have to play B5 in response. So it's not actually Sente. Okay, I think I have to just G6 and make eyes internally. It's definitely a risky play though. I think there's probably enough room on the bottom though. I really like the exchange he made around D2 before starting this whole fight. It just lets him connect around D3 in Sente anytime he wants. So he played that really well. We're also really behind on time. Okay, see? So he's cashing in E3 right now. I can't just do this because then he kills me with C5. So that's well played by him. I mean, B5 is not without value. Although, to be fair, you can just grab B6 now to remove that value. B6 is still Sente. Yeah, or that. Same thing, different order. Yeah, he's going to cash in B6 now. Capture, okay. So now I'm safely alive, but he's sealed off that area, and he still has Sente. So that was probably the right time to cash that in. And now when he plays H4, H3, something like that, it's, I mean, it's still not completely safe. I still have a cut there. But it's certainly in much better shape than it used to be. Okay, so if I just go down here, what are his options? He goes to H4. I push down at G4. Leave E4 open. H4, H4, G4, H3, G3, G2. Okay. If I go down one more here, then unfortunately he has G7. But G7, F6 threatens E4. Plays and counterplays. Yeah, so G4 is the move to beat here. Sorry, H4. So if he plays H4 here, what if I just play H5? Yeah, that's interesting. So if he plays H4, I play H5, he has to connect at either J4, J4 or J6. Neither one of them working that well for him. Yeah, so I like G5 here. That's the solution to H4. Is just H5. Okay. certainly an option. Lets me get like J3, H3, L3, all in Sente. Well, L3 not in Sente necessarily, but. Is that alive? J3, boom. What if I just play like H3? G3, K3, J3. Yeah, I agree. I think black is attacking to kill. But I think that there's definitely tactics for white here. If white lives here, I think white's got a strong lead. G3. The clock is my enemy though. G3, K3, J3. What about just G3, K3, E4? Then I can make use of the Aji of H5. I should make use of this somehow. Like if I go here and he plays H4, I can instantly cash that in. He has, no, sorry, if he goes H3, I can instantly cash that in. He has to go H4. I can push down G4, H3, G3, H2, G2, but then he fixes his weakness at F5. Oh, but then I fix my weakness at K2. That's nice. Otherwise, yeah, that's how we do it. Okay, watch this. Okay, J3. He can't play H3 because of H5. So he has to play H4. And then G4 push down, G3 push down, G2 push down, and I'll have Miai at E4 and K2, yeah. Okay, so far, according to plan. Oh, I might have not considered G2 properly. Yep. Oops. No, we're still fine here. E4, F4 cut. Then if he protects E6, I have this. This is complicated. Okay, if I do this right now, okay, what if he goes E4, F4, F5, and then he just ignores and connects up at J2? What's my best resistance? D5 up, D6 up, D7, making me I have B7 and E8. Yeah, that's fine. Then I have to worry about g7 here. Oh, no I don't. This is cool. Okay, I may have to give these stones up, but then I'll get it back by killing these. Oh, what? I did not see that coming. Okay, so he's letting me connect here and live, but then he probably wants to just cut those off. That's fine. That's an exchange I'm willing to make. That's a fine exchange, I think. Especially since I can poke more in by threatening to connect over here. I'm okay with sacking these stones if it means... Oh, okay, hold on. I can't do this because shortage of liberties after e6. So I do have to do this here, but I still have that. Okay. So we're cashing in. We're cashing in. So if we go here and he plays b8, then d8 is Atari or no? Sorry, is sent here? No, I'm not sure. This is definitely acceptable, though. It's got to be. And there's still Aji here. Okay, so he's given me a way out. He had the pressure on me to kill me outright. Instead, he offered me what I consider a pretty good exchange. I'm A-okay with this. And look at all the Aji that's still left around here, even here, with that. S18 is huge now. Okay. And he's you know, conservatively letting that go in. Okay, this is great. I have big moves here that it might be wise to grab now. Big moves here. I have so many big moves on the board now. I think this is probably the biggest of them all because it does have the most severe follow-ups. There's no really severe follow-up to this. So we've totally ravaged the left side in exchange for this, but now his territory is limited to the center and bottom right corner here. Hopefully not too many points up there, and that's it. Whereas, okay, he's clearly aiming for, actually what is he aiming for? Oh, he's aiming for the F16 cut. Yeah, turning at Q12 is definitely big, but it's not Sente, really. I mean, sure, P13, but not even P13. Yeah, it's not as urgent. Okay, so what's he aiming for here? If I play just E17, he can't play G16, but he can play F16, and then after F16, G16 cut. What happens if I just play H16? We're fine. Yeah, we're fine. This is fine. He can play like J17 and Sente now. And then try to kill something like this. Maybe that might even work, but it's tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Okay, so he gives up on that. I don't think, given what we just saw, I don't think I want S18 after all. I think I'd rather just cash in with Q18. Okay, is C12 Sente, like, what's his best resistance here? If he plays B9, we're fine. If he plays... Yeah, we're fine no matter what. So that's not actually Sente, we're fine. I really just want to make sure nothing bad happens here. Q12 is huge. I think maybe just play Q12 now. K18 now. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this group here. I'm gonna grab K18 just to feel safer. That's not Sente. Grab Q12 now. I don't think that's Sente. God, I hope that's not Sente. Oh no. Oh, jeez, I'm dumb. Oh, jeez, I'm dumb. That was obvious. Yeah, I obviously read that out when I was planning this move, but then I completely forgot about it when he played that. Okay. That could very well be the game-losing move. As usual, it's because I'm dumb. So that's minus, I don't know, probably a good 30 points. Why do I always do this to myself? Okay, well, let's make the best of it. We got Q12. We can use it to wreck this area here a bit. I think this is far deep in as we can go. The idea is P12, P11, O11. We then have N10. I think this God's better work. Oh no, it doesn't even necessarily work. Good morning, Thomas. Oh, I'm so bitter. I'm so bitter. I do this way too often. I'm willing to let him cut here if it means I can keep this connected out here. He kind of has to go in 11 now. If he goes in any deeper, I'm actually able to just connect here and win that Liberty race, I think. So he has to cut now. Yeah, exactly. So now I can just do this. He can't do like p8, p7 cut at q7. Exactly. So it's a decent reduction, I guess. Just figuring out if I have to worry about q9. So I no longer feel like I'm in the lead. Yeah, especially not after that. I don't think I'm too far behind, but I'm definitely not in the lead after losing that. Now I've basically given up the whole center here. Are there any other big reductions? Not really. Yeah, I really should have grabbed S17 after stabilizing with K18 there. Yeah, I think now is a good time to cash in on G17, H18. This works, right? If he cuts at G18, H18, H19, K19, then he goes K17, I can easily go L18, you can cut. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. That's Gote, isn't it? Pretty much, like, he doesn't have S8. S8 does nothing. He does have T7, but that's small. That's nice. P18's pretty big. Yeah, P18's worth a lot of points. I'm gonna grab it now. S16 is still available. Yeah, I'm way behind now, I think. Yeah, he's gonna get this in Sente because I have to worry about an 18. I can play something like this. Still, might as well just do the right thing. S16, R15, T15, S17. That's Sente. Then I can go and grab B12 for points, right? Yep, I agree, not biased. This was a big endgame point, I get that. So that's something to be happy about. Probably not enough. I mean, it's definitely not enough. This isn't even Sente, but it is pretty big. Chicken. No. Can't let it happen. I don't think there's a difference between these. Obviously this is worse because it makes D16 require me to fill in a point. Does it? Actually, no, it doesn't. So this is fine. Okay, that's good. Can't do this. Although, it makes Q9 not be as dangerous anymore, so that's fine, I guess. Two different ways to cash that in. That's probably not the largest move. What are the large moves left? Probably something involving M6. M6, N6. That's good for a few points. Yeah. I'm not worried about this. Like, he goes M16, I connect. M17. That's fine. It's reduced me by 2 points. This is worth more for sure. Oh, that was clever. If I go here now, then G18 connect, L18 connect, and I'm dead. So I have to go here and then he cuts. Yep, that was a screw up on my part again. I can turn this into a ko. You know what? I think I have to turn this into a ko. Because I'm losing by so much otherwise. I can't afford to just be conservative here. And I think I have enough ko threats. Thanks to this group here. I think I have quite a few actually. So yeah, let's turn this into a ko. Like this, right? Wait, is this a ko? L19 G18 connect G19. Oh, it's not even a ko. Frick. I just made it worse. Actually, no, hold on. If I connect here, and then G18. No, G18, Atari. G18, G19, but then all he does to do is L19. I misread again. Let's hope he misread too. Okay, it looks like he did. That's nice. Okay. What are my biggest co-threats? Yeah, I agree. I agree now that it's not a co, but he kind of let it become a co. So this is probably the biggest, right? Dunk dunk Atari, then if he connects, cut here. So I have definitely at least one co-threat that's big enough. I think I have a whole bunch of co-threats from making this cut, letting him connect, and then K3. I think there's quite a lot of co-threats there. He still has the option, like he still has the opportunity at any time to realize that it's not a co and play G18. But the fact that he took the co in the first place makes me think he doesn't necessarily see it. Is that big enough? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I still have more threats. Okay. So, Atari here, that's a threat. And then K3 is a threat. At least I strongly believe K3 is a threat. But I could always be wrong. I think I might be. K3, J8. Yeah, not a threat. Drat. I need to find a code thread. I'm basically going to lose the game if I don't... Well, I'm losing the game anyway, but I need the code to stay in it. I think I can maybe force K3 to be a threat by using the L9 Aji, maybe? Maybe. Okay. He thinks it's a threat. That means it's a threat. Probably not as big as this, but it's still enough. It does create a threat here, though. We've managed to hustle, like, at least 2 or 3 extra threats here. It's pretty nice. Still not sure if he's just holding onto G18 in his back pocket. Like, he knows he has it, but he's just not playing it out. I don't know. Okay, is that a threat? Yes, it is. Because of that. If I just do this, though, is there any threats left? We still got that. Oh, no, I don't actually need to respond to that. Okay, that might be the last of them there. But I don't have any more here either. Not real ones, anyway. Might have fake ones, though. Okay, if I go here and Atari there, and cut here, I'm getting into like real fantasy land. I'm also almost out of time. Yeah, G18. G18 definitely works. I just don't think he knows it. Oh, if he plays G18, does only no, it doesn't. I'm still dead. If I play M19, he can just go here. Yeah, I'm dead if he plays G18. G18 works for him. Unless I'm misreading something, but I probably shouldn't think too much about it because I shouldn't really be taking advice during league games. Oh geez, time. Do I have anything here? Q4, R3, S3, boom. Yeah, I do. This works. That's a genuine threat, I think. Okay, this I can ignore. It's only a couple points. I can just immediately recapture. Okay, if I connect, do I have any other co-threats left? Keeping an eye on the clock. If you see one, don't say it in chat. I really shouldn't. Don't say it in chat. Yeah, I think I do have a threat. If I connect there, then I have a threat at H1, because if he captures and I go H2, and he goes J1, boom, boom. I might have enough liberties to actually win that liberty race. So let's try it. Gotta play the risky moves. Cool. That's a half swindle. I'm not sure if it was a real swindle or not. Oh, finally he finds G18. And actually, now that I see it, you're actually right. I can live with just M18. So this isn't actually all that bad. So not biased, you were right. I totally misread. Yeah, hashtag I was right. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're good. We're good here. He's just trying to get these moves out in Sente, which is fine. If I go here, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 liberties versus 5. So I'll be fine no matter what if I do this. This doesn't work, does it? Boom. He captures. A8. He captures. Then I just start filling in the internal. Yeah, we're fine here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just preventing as many points of territory as he can. If he connects there. He reduced by like two or 3 points there. That's fine. That's a good move. I should have grabbed p4 in Sente when I had the chance. If I go here right now and he ignores, plays p5, then I get l9. That's really important then. Yeah. This is Sente. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna get like a nice 6 or 7 points there. Just trying to minimize the margin of loss at this point, I guess. It's still gonna be like double digits, probably large double digits. Yeah, they probably were co-threats. Actually, I think I could have handled it. No, they're not all co-threats. They're only co-threats because I chose that line. I could have chosen a line early on that gave up more points. Like when I played b13. If I didn't play b13, if I just played the capture, I make less points because he grabs b13. But he has no more co-threats after that. Yeah. Is d16 worth a point now? Actually, it's like, geez. Do I have to play C thing here? Well, I should definitely just capture this first, then no matter what, he has to connect up first. Yeah. Okay, so if he plays d19, I connect. How am I in time? Okay, cool, I made the time control. d19, I connect. No, not a thing. Not that there's really anything worth more right now. That's worth a point in Sente. That's definitely worth something. Well, regardless of the result, this has certainly been a very interesting game. No doubt. I think d3 might actually be worth a point, but I'm not going to do it just yet. That's definitely worth a point. That's probably worth 2 points. In Gote. That's worth a point in Sente. Okay, that's center now, right? C17, B17, D19 connect. That's a target, so I do have to do this now. It's gonna be a half-point ko. I don't know why I'm going to fight a half-point ko when I'm behind probably by like 50 points, but gotta do what I gotta do. That's a point. Are there any other moves worth points? Nope, no other moves worth points. I might as well just grab this now. Not fight it. I have Komi, right? Yes. And that's game. Actually, no, I think that may be worth a point. Okay. It's not worth a point. I'm just crazy. But let's see if I trick him. If I play here, does he have to answer at G1? Boom, ignore G1. Yeah, it's worth the risk. Okay, he does fill it in. That was just for jokes. We're done. Let's see what how much I lose by. So much. Well, that was embarrassing. But still a really fascinating game, I think. The real screw up was here. Or, no, not there. Like, here-ish. Where was it where I screwed up and let this whole group go? Oh, yeah, it's around here. Yeah, here. Yeah, so it was right here, Q12. Q12 was the losing-ish move. I totally missed the fact that this ruined the delicate balance that existed here, right? There was a delicate balance here that allowed this to live. So what I needed to do is instead of Q12, I needed to immediately do this. So if that happens, like, yes, we exchange this. And score estimator is probably going to be pretty useless here. Yeah. Actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, it puts black ahead by 20-ish points, but that's recoverable, especially considering that this is actually wide open. Like S18, Q17. No, he's... Right, so if something like this happens, then yeah, black plus 15, that's probably recoverable. Yeah, because the points here aren't as big as they seem. So yeah, it would have been a recoverable game if I hadn't screwed this up. So, unfortunately, that brings our record to a prophetic 0-1. But, time well spent.